It's a break out. It's mate.
Hey, if you're new to our YouTube channel or you've been following along for a long time, one thing I know is that you want to put on an event that people love. So do we. So we have a ton of resources at elevate.tips for you to check out in the description below. So click that link and you can get those resources.
Autobiography is a really fun game specifically for breakout rooms. So that's why we have it labeled as the breakout game. So Autobiography, here's how you play it, and here's the way in which you would keep score, and I'm gonna explain it to you right now. So number one is before playing, you wanna divide everyone into teams. You can divide them into teams with team names and team captains, as well as then you're going to want to send them into their breakout rooms after giving them instructions. You can do this in person, or you can do it online virtually. Either one works. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna give them instructions like what I'm about to show you. And then when you come back, people are going to read out the autobiography, the story that they create, because that is center to the game. So step number one is your team captains are going to collect one true fact about each team member. So the team captain would be meeting. This is why you wanna have small groups. They're gonna be meeting with their people, they're gonna be talking, and everybody comes up with one true fact about themselves, and then they give it to the team captain. Then step number two is the team is then going to create one false fact. Not one false fact per person, just one false fact in general. Because what's going to happen is they are about to write a story. Step number three is the team writes a story using all of the true facts and the one false fact. Okay, so all of the true facts and one false fact. And then step four is then team captains are gonna read their story in 1 minute or less to the entire group. So you want to, in a breakout room, set a time limit for these teams. Let's say you have about 8 people on a team. You wanna set a time limit of about 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes for them to come up with a fun fact, give it to their team captain, come up with a false fact, and then write a quick story. It's not a long story, it's a quick story that can be read in 1 minute or less to the entire group. And then what happens is when the time is up, you bring everybody back together and you have story time. This is where the team captains are going to read the story to every single person that is there. And then here's how you win the game is the people that are watching or listening to this story, they are trying to guess what is the one false fact that is woven into the story, okay? So if you are on a group, you're trying to make that false fact not necessarily obvious. You want to have it be one that people aren't going to guess. You want them to think that the true facts are a false fact because they get points if they guess correctly which one is the incorrect or the false fact. Now, step number 6 for this game is you would simply keep score. You'd keep score. And I've got an example for you because, again, how to win this game is other teams are trying to guess the false or incorrect fact. And here's an example of how you might score for this game. So in the scoring, you could give, for example, 200 points for the best overall story. So if you're moderating or leading this, you want to pay attention to all of them, or maybe have a group of panels and judges who are listening to all of them. You could come up with a point system for the funniest story. So for example, 150 points. Maybe 100 points for the most unbelievable story or most unbelievable fact. And then 50 points goes to the team that correctly guesses which one it is. Now, if you're doing this online, a simple way to do it is to have everybody send a message to their team captain of which fact they think is incorrect, and then only the team captain submits the team's guess as to which one is the incorrect or false fact for that other team that they're trying to guess correctly for. All right, so that is how you play Autobiography. And if you like this game, you are going to love our virtual Icebreakers Masterclass, because in that Masterclass, we unpack so many different icebreakers just like this one for breakout games, for individuals, for what we call all skates, which is everyone participating individually. And it is all in our virtual Icebreakers Masterclass, which there is a link to it, and you can register today for free in the comment section of this YouTube video. And in fact, if you like this YouTube video, if this is a great icebreaker game that you think would be helpful for you for an event you have coming up, we would love it if you gave this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because we are releasing new videos constantly with brand new icebreaker games and brand new event best practices, tips, and tricks. And not only that, but you can follow us on Instagram at Elevate Experiences. Well, you guys, this has been so fun. Don't forget to check out that virtual Icebreakers Masterclass. Again, it's in the link in the description of this video, and we will see you later for you to write your own autobiography. You're used to my face by now? I love it, I'm so glad.